Welcome to our comprehensive guide on designing an automobile. Now, you might think designing a car is as simple as sketching out a sleek shape and bolting on some wheels, but I assure you it's a rather more involved process than that. Today, we'll walk you through the key steps involved in this intricate process, from the initial spark of an idea to the final product rolling off the assembly line. We'll delve into the nitty-gritty of design, engineering, and manufacturing, exploring the challenges and triumphs along the way. So buckle up and prepare for a fascinating journey into the world of automotive design. It's going to be a bumpy ride, full of twists and turns, but I promise it will be an enlightening one. Before we put pen to paper, we need to define what we're actually trying to create. Are we aiming for a family-friendly hatchback, a sporty coupe, or perhaps something a bit more unconventional? And of course, we can't forget about the rules of the road, literally. We need to consider safety regulations, emissions standards, and all those other bureaucratic hurdles. Once we have a firm grasp of the market and the regulations, we can start setting some goals. What level of performance are we aiming for? How important is fuel efficiency? What features are essential and which ones can we live without? This stage is all about laying the groundwork, defining the parameters, and ensuring we're not about to embark on a fool's errand. Now, you might be tempted to skip ahead to the exciting part, the actual design, but trust me, this initial stage is crucial. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. A well-defined concept and thorough research are essential for a successful outcome. The first step in our automotive adventure. It might not be the most glamorous stage, but it's certainly one of the most important. Now, this is where things start to get a bit more interesting. With our research complete and our goals set, we can finally let our creative juices flow. This is where we start sketching out the car's basic shape, experimenting with different lines and proportions. Think of it like sculpting a clay model. We're not worried about the finer details just yet, just the overall form and silhouette. Is it going to be sleek and aerodynamic or rugged and imposing? We'll also start thinking about the car's layout, front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, transverse or longitudinal engine. These are all important considerations that will affect the car's handling, performance and packaging. And of course, we can't forget about the interior. How many seats will it have? What kind of cargo space do we need? These are all crucial factors that will influence the car's overall design. This stage is all about exploring possibilities, trying out different ideas and seeing what works and what doesn't. We'll use all sorts of tools at this stage, from traditional pen and paper to sophisticated computer software. The goal is to create a rough blueprint, a visual representation of our vision. The point is to get our ideas down on paper to create a starting point for further refinement. This stage is all about experimentation and iteration. It's like watching our ideas take shape before our very eyes, transforming from vague notions into something tangible. With our preliminary design finalized, it's time to roll up our sleeves and get down to the nitty-gritty. This is where we turn our rough sketches into detailed technical drawings, outlining every nut, bolt and panel gap. We'll start by focusing on the car's structure, ensuring it's strong enough to withstand the rigors of the road while remaining lightweight and efficient. Think of it as the car's skeleton, the framework upon which everything else is built. Next, we'll move on to the powertrain, designing the engine, transmission and drivetrain to meet our performance and efficiency targets. This is the heart of the car, the source of its power and character. We'll also spend countless hours refining the suspension, striving for that elusive balance between comfort and handling. And of course, we can't forget about the finer details. We'll meticulously sculpt the car's bodywork, optimizing its aerodynamics to cheat the wind and improve fuel efficiency. This stage is all about precision and attention to detail. We'll use sophisticated computer-aided design, CAD software, to create intricate three-dimensional models, ensuring every component fits together perfectly. It's a painstakingly slow process, but it's essential for creating a car that's both functional and aesthetically pleasing. This stage is where engineering meets artistry, where technical precision blends with creative flair. It's a challenging but ultimately rewarding process, transforming our design from a digital dream into a tangible reality. Now, with our detailed design complete, we enter the realm of virtual reality. This is where we take our three-dimensional models and subject them to a battery of simulated tests, pushing them to their limits in a safe, controlled environment. Think of it like a video game for engineers. We can crash our virtual car into walls, drive it over virtual potholes, and subject it to all sorts of virtual abuse without risking a single scratch on a real-world prototype. We'll use sophisticated software to simulate everything from aerodynamics and crashworthiness to noise, vibration, and harshness, or NVH. This stage is all about optimization and refinement. We can tweak the design of a component, run a simulation, and instantly see the results. It's a rapid, iterative process that allows us to fine-tune every aspect of the car's performance. We can even simulate the manufacturing process itself, identifying potential bottlenecks and streamlining the assembly line before a single real-world part is produced. This stage is a testament to the power of modern technology. It allows us to design and develop cars with a level of precision and efficiency that was unimaginable just a few decades ago. And the best part, if we make a mistake in the virtual world, we can simply hit the reset button and try again. No harm, no foul. It's a crucial stage in the design process, allowing us to create cars that are not only beautiful, but also safe, efficient, and a joy to drive. Now, after countless hours hunched over computer screens, it's time to step back into the real world. This is where we take our virtual creation and give it physical form, building a prototype that we can poke, prod, and most importantly, drive. Think of it like baking a cake after meticulously following the recipe. It's the moment of truth where we finally get to see if our hard work has paid off. We'll use a variety of techniques to create our prototype, from traditional clay modeling to cutting-edge three-dimensional printing. The goal is to create a physical representation of our design, one that we can use for testing and evaluation. Once our prototype is built, it's time to put it through its paces. We'll subject it to a rigorous testing regime, driving it on test tracks, public roads, and even the occasional off-road excursion. We'll measure everything from acceleration and braking distances to fuel economy and interior noise levels. This stage is all about identifying and resolving any remaining flaws or weaknesses. It's a process of continuous improvement, refining the design based on real-world feedback. This stage is where the rubber meets the road, where theory collides with reality. It's a crucial step in the design process, ensuring that our car is not only functional but also enjoyable to drive. Now, you might think that with a fully tested and approved prototype, our work here is done, but alas, dear viewer, there's one crucial stage left in our automotive odyssey manufacturing. This is where we take our meticulously crafted design and figure out how to mass produce it, transforming it from a one-off prototype into thousands, even millions, of identical vehicles. Think of it like scaling up a recipe from a single serving to a banquet. It's not simply a matter of multiplying the ingredients. We need to consider the logistics of production, the availability of materials, and the efficiency of the assembly line. We'll work closely with manufacturing engineers to optimize the design for production, ensuring that each component can be manufactured and assembled with ease and precision. We'll consider factors like tooling costs, assembly time, and the skill level of the workers on the production line. The goal is to create a manufacturing process that is both cost-effective and capable of producing high-quality vehicles. This stage often involves making minor modifications to the design, simplifying complex shapes, and standardizing components to reduce costs and improve manufacturability. We'll also work closely with suppliers, ensuring that they can provide the necessary components in the required quantities and to the required specifications. This stage is often overlooked, but it's a crucial part of the car design process. After all, a brilliant design is useless if it can't be manufactured efficiently and affordably. And there you have it, the key steps in designing an automobile. We've journeyed from the initial spark of an idea through the intricacies of engineering, the precision of virtual simulation, the tangible reality of prototype testing, and finally, the logistical complexities of manufacturing. We hope this guide has given you a clear understanding of the process. A glimpse behind the curtain of the automotive industry. It's a complex and challenging field, but also one that's filled with passion, ingenuity, and a relentless pursuit of innovation. Stay tuned for more in-depth content on each of these steps. We'll delve deeper into the nuances of design, explore cutting-edge technologies, and showcase some of the most iconic and groundbreaking automobiles ever created.